Hello again, everybody. Zach Attack is here, my WWE Raw review for this Monday, June the 4th, 2018. First Raw in June. We head down that road to Money in the Bank, taking place tonight from Houston, Texas. Yeah, in the South, baby. Of course, Money Bank's in Chicago. After a couple up and down walls the last couple weeks, this is another up and down wall. Some good things, some bad things. Some storyline development and some weird segments that make you want to say, why are they booking this shit? Especially you see my subtitle, we have a new, he calls him Constable. I call him Informant for Stephanie. The Stephanie Angle feud's been going off and on. Because Stephanie came back a few weeks ago. You know, she's been off screen as a commissioner, and now she got somebody to be your eyes and ears. Find out how we got to that point. But we have things in action in building towards Mitb. So let's kick off with one of the best openings in a while. Or should I say, like, you cannot dream of a better wall opening than an open wall with the best 4 words that ever opened up a wall. Ladies and gentlemen, Elias. Elias was opening a Monday Night Wall, singing his song, or at least trying to sing a song, as he's relishing in the fact that he will get an Intercontinental Championship match at Money in the Bank. Called it last week. I think a lot of people called it last week after we saw Seth Rollins be taken out by a guitar by Mr. Elias. The two doppelgangers collide. They look like each other, and the internet had a field day. I saw like one picture on the internet. They had like one head switched to the other, like a switch filter. Elias was in Rollins' body. Rollins was in. They both look alike. So I was like, and I actually like this match on paper. You know, 2 good workers, especially Elias. I've been applauding him lately. Rollins is like the top guy on Wallace's block. Lesnar sitting on his fucking ass getting paid for doing nothing. And being a part-time champion. We need that title off his ass. Anyway. So Elias was singing a song about how he's going to destroy Seth Rollins. And more importantly, how he took him down, falling down to the ground. Last week, with that guitar shot, you're going to go down to the ground just like the Warriors do, or just like the Rockets do when the Warriors come to town. Yeah, this ain't the only basketball reference. We got another reference because we're all in Houston, the city, the home of the Rockets, the team that blew a series lead, blew an opportunity to beat the Golden State Warriors and avoid a Warriors-Cavaliers 4. It's kind of interesting to see WWE make a reference to the Rockets losing to the Warriors, making it Warriors-Cavs 4. And this is coming from the same company that has put Roman Reigns in the main event for 4 years in a row at Manias. Anywho, so as Elias was singing, here comes Rollins, tearing up the party, wanting revenge for what happened last week. He instantly grabbed his own equalizer, a steel chair, climbed in the ring. Both men eyed each other with their weapons. Seth and Elias were both trying to nail each other at the same time with their weapons, with Steph's chair impacting with the guitar, flinging it off the hands of Elias, so left Elias prone with no weapon and no equalizer. But he did have a little bit of help as to make it somewhat of a beatdown. Jinder Mahal would come from the crowd with Sunil Singh and told to attack Rollins. So the beatdown began. So with that, cue the music and cue the boos. Roman Reigns sucks. Roman Reigns sucks. Who's that would catch on? So, yep. Roman, the big dog to the rescue, would take down Jinder, and Elias clears out the ring with his Shield buddy intact, prompting another cueing of music, Kurt Angle's music, prompting an immediate match, a tag team affair. A match that maybe we would have liked to have seen maybe last week. But we did not see Roman. Roman was off wall last week. I even said that at the end of my review. Or in my review, I said, where was Roman? He wasn't on Wall. Well, he took the week off because it's his birthday. If he took the week off for his birthday, why didn't Rollins take off? His birthday was last Monday. Because Roman was up the house shows too. Say, well, he's the big dog and he's the big guy in the company, so he gets special treatment. Anywho, opening tag match. Fun match. Well, as we get isolated early, especially Elias booking him hard. I like the boot exchange with Roman and Jinder. And also Elias as well. Like, we had like a little boot off. I think it was this match we saw a boot off. But as match went on, and Roman got the hot tag in. Roman trying to big moves, the spear and all that. But then towards the end, the Singh brother would be a big factor distracting everybody. With Roman outside the ring and Seth in the ring. The brother would distract Roman enough to get nailed against the steel steps by Jinder. He also did distract on Rollins and grabbed the chair for Rollins to maybe get hit with. Or Rollins maybe return the favor. But the chair fell. Elias was legal. Would deliver a DDT onto the already severe, kind of injured neck of Seth Rollins. He was selling the neck really hard in this match. From selling it, from getting the guitar shot from last week and falling. When he did a dive, he landed on his neck. I thought it was like a legit injury, but he was selling the neck thing. You know, his neck and he hurt. So he was selling it really hard. And then we got a DDT later on the neck, on a chair. It would further damage his neck. And I'm surprised they did not disqualify Elias for that DDT on the chair. So, DQ be damned. Elias would pick up the champ, deliver the drift away, and yes, ladies and gentlemen, Elias has been the IC champion. When this match was booked, I was like, how are they going to book the finish? They can't have Roman pin Jinder, because that will basically spoil the main event match, because that's probably going to be the end result. And if that's the main event, after the horrible Backlash main event, Roman Reigns better not be the main event again. I said it in my review last month of Backlash. Roman should not be the main event for a while. Especially the pay-per-views in Chicago, where they don't give a shit about anything. They don't bullshit you. If they hate something, they will let you fucking know it. And if this is the main event for Money in the Bank, they will let Jinder and Roman have it. And have creative havoc for booking this match as main event. So, that's what happens when we don't have a full-time Universal Champion. Once again, reiterating my point earlier, strip Lesnar of the fucking title. Get the title off him. Somehow, somewhere. So, anyway, that's how the match ends. Elias gets a pin on the IC champion. That was my thing. I was like they can't have Jinder get pinned, so I'm like, Roman can't get pinned either. So I was like, well, let's maybe eat the pin here. Because there's no way he's going to pin Elias. That will also spoil the match in Money in the Bank. So I love Elias. I've been pulling his work on the main roster for about a year now. But I'm also a Rollins guy. I've been a Rollins guy since the Shield days. Into his days as a member of the Authority. Even through all the booking stuff with him. So I've been a legit fan of both these guys. But Rollins is too hot right now to get the title off of him. You know what I mean? He needs all the momentum he has since we have no full-time champion. He is the only full-time champion on Raw right now. He needs the workhorse of Raw. So, I love Elias. But, so now on to our next affair. Kurt Hawkins. Which made me think, wait a minute. Are we watching Raw or are we watching Superstars? Did we instantly get switched over to Superstars or Main Event? Because why the fuck is Kurt Hawkins on? We would find out why. He would have a bunch of tacos. He was $199 and 199. He's lost every match since he's came back. And he's trying to get a victory over a jobber who happened to be named James Harden. Yep, a second Houston Rockets reference in the last of the evening. Because there's a basketball player named James Harden. I don't know much about basketball. Not a big fan of it. But I do know some people, the big players that are very marketable in commercials, like James Harden, like Steph Curry, and of course, LeBron James. Jordan forever. Anyway, so Hawkins was going to beat up this jobber, try to get a win, and the crowd was chanting, "We want tacos!" And Cut's like, "If I win, everyone gets taco. Taco Monday, it's Taco Tuesday. This segment would look better on SmackDown, because it is Taco Tuesday. Legitly. I go on my ball every Tuesday for Quizzo. That's why I don't do SmackDown reviews, because I go to Taco Tuesday and Trivia Night on Tuesdays. But before this fun could be had, the man has been rooting fun on Raw for the last 2 months since he's arrived from the Superstar Shakeup. Baron Corbin came in for reasons during this match and beat up on the jobber, costing Hawkins the match. So that means Hawkins is 0-200. And beat up on Hawkins and smash a taco on his head. And then we would see him later on talking to Kurt Angle, saying that I don't like you pushing me off to the side and not giving me opportunities. Stephanie didn't like that either. And neither did the board of directors. So I'm going to be a constable. The eyes and ears of Stephanie. An informant, as you will. That he's doing her own spying gate? Sorry, only political thing I'll do. Yeah, interesting little thing here in the segment. It should have belonged on Superstars, but if this segment gave reason for Baron Corbin being a constable, whatever that is, Constable, not Constantinople. Yes, he Constable, not Constantinople. So I had to do that. Period. And will the Baron's Constable thing work? That's nobody's business but the creative jerks. Constable. Hey, if Brian Zane can do a parody of Barnacle Man with Barnstone Man, I can do my own little thing with Constantinople, Constable, not Constantinople. So, we would see Baron throw his right around the Constable later on in the evening. But, let's get on to our next piece of business. As Nia Jax would take on Natalya. Non-title action as Ronda Rousey, the friend of Natalya, would watch on, as she did last week when Nia beat up on a jobber, started bullying her, kind of undoing the face turn that she was working so hard for. She was working so hard to be like the anti-bully figure and anti-fat shaming. Hero for people everywhere to embrace themselves no matter what they look like and all that. And then see this heel thing come right out of nowhere. Like, I like the heel thing, but bad timing with the whole face turn a few months ago. But tonight, I think she may have undo the heel turn. Sort of. These are back for these two. Natalya trying to outpower Nia. There was no effing way she was going to put Nia in the sharpshooter. By God, she tried to put the sharpshooter on, but she get nailed by Nia. But the finish of the match came as Natalya was going for a back stomping thing. But as she was doing that, she landed awkwardly on her leg. Her knee buckled, and Nia would capitalize with a block to the knee and a Samoa drop in the 1-2-3 victory for Nia Jax. Bungie looked somewhat concerned over Natalya. Like I said, an about face from her bullying ways last week. I think we had found out, hey, we can't make Nia turn heel after all the work we done on her being an anti-bully figure. Let's just undo all that and make her feel compassion for Natalya. But as Ronda was bad, checking on Natalya, she ended up getting a confrontation with Nia. Once again, no physicality. Second week in a row, we have no physicality. These two have faced off nose to nose the last 2 weeks, but we've had no physical confrontation. They'll probably saving that for next week as they're set to go face to face in a segment. So we get some physicality there next week. It is the go-home show after all for Money in the Bank. Before that pay-per-view. So we'll see how this story all ends up next week. Now we're on to the first of the 2 matches involving all 4 men of the Money in the Bank ladder match for the men's portion for Raw. All 4 men will be in a fatal 4-way next week, but they're all individual matches tonight. First, we will get Bobby Roode against Braun Strowman. This match made after last week when Braun Strowman came down after the match between Roode and Owens. It would take out Owens, but would later power slam Roode. So Roode wanted revenge and took on Strowman. It would have been a lot better if he was playing the heel in this case. But it was technically face against face. Once again, make heel Roode. Roode heel. Say it like a broken record every week. I used to say that a lot when I used to say, make Sasha Charlotte happen. I was a broken record every week doing that phase, 2 years ago. I was like, 3 years ago, begging them to be booked until I got too old for the hot potato game, well, the title. So, thank God they're on separate brands now. Anywho, okay, match. We're trying to play the Balor character, being outpowered by Strowman, trying to come back with some of his big kicks and moves. Attempts at the Glorious DDT. He even tried one time, but there was no way. Like Natalya earlier, trying to put the sharpshooter onto Nia Jax, there was no way that Bobby Roode, no matter how glorious he is, he could not put Strowman in the Glorious DDT. So then they were ball on the outside, and in the midst of that, one of the best spots of the match and best spot of the night came in. There was a lot of ladder teasing, kind of teasers from Money in the Bank. But what's going to happen in these 2 matches involving these guys from Money in the Bank? We would see Strowman pull out a ladder. It would punch it between the ring apron and the barricade. And he was taunting Roode to get under it and try to get him, because he put this ladder between him and Roode. And Strowman, he just used his fist, broke the ladder with his fist. Probably the ladder was probably weaponized to be breakable, but hey, it's another Strowman destruction moment. Yay! Hope to see more Strowman destruction in the match itself. So after seeing that great funny spot with Strowman breaking the ladder with his fist, he drove Roode back in, delivered more damage before delivering the running power slam and the 1-2-3 victory for Braun Strowman. He's my pick for Raw, for Money in the Bank. My pick for SmackDown is Samoa Joe now, since he beat Daniel Bryan and Rick Girls, inserted in the match, beat and switch last Tuesday. That's my SmackDown pick. And Rusev too. So that's my picks. So now we're on to our next affair, the Tag Team Battle Royal, to find out who was going to face the Raw Tag Team Champions at Money in the Bank. But we would hear first from the leader of worlds, the Raw Tag Team Champions, Broken, Matt Hardy, Broken, and of course his partner, Bray Wyatt, and a little promo, delivering message, and a little goofy interview with Renee Young. It would lead towards the Battle Royal. Now, the rules were that if one member of a team would be tossed over the top rope, the entire team was eliminated. So we would have the Ascension, basically every Raw Tag Team but Authors of Pain. Ascension, Revival, Breezango, Slater and Rhino, the B-Team, and Titus Worldwide, and Drew McIntyre and Dolph Ziggler, my other picks to win. I was thinking either B-Team or McIntyre and Ziggler. I've been applauding both these teams, the booking of B-Team and the booking of Drew McIntyre and Dolph Ziggler, saying they should be the next challengers for the tag team titles. I said that about McIntyre and Ziggler until I saw the B-Team's wise. So I was like, one of these two is going to win. Well, we saw Ziggler and McIntyre get eliminated. I think we knew the rest of the card from there. After we saw Ziggler get eliminated, after numerous close calls, he went over the top rope and dangled for a bit. They got back in. His luck finally went out. Kind of like the same thing they did at the Royal Rumble. Same thing. And him actually good as Royal Rumble. Dangled a bit, but they got eliminated eventually. Even though they were eliminated, they both still came out of this match with momentum as they got back in the ring and beat up everybody before doing a double team move, the Claymore and Zigzag on somebody. So I was saying to eliminate, and it kind of led to the result. It kind of made us say, oh, I think we know who's going to win now. The only other team that has momentum on the side, besides Ziggler and McIntyre, but at least they look strong out of it. You know, still looking dominant, laying out everybody despite being eliminated. So then there's Ryan getting eliminated. I think Revival will eliminate Breezango. Of course, the Ascension will be eliminated, and so will the Revival by the B team. So we would get the final two teams, Slim and Rhino, the unintentional funny stars of that barbecue last week. I actually liked that segment. It was kind of funny. Especially Rhino eating those bologna sandwiches. And the B team, your final two teams. Slater and Rhino had a little kick in this match. You know, they were like a house of fire, especially Slater flying. But the finish came when Rhino was over the top rope already, standing on the apron. And as Slater was delivering Dallas, trying to toss him over the top rope, he inadvertently, with Dallas in his arms, inadvertently ran into Rhino, who was on the apron, and inadvertently caused him to land on the arena floor and help the B team win. So the B team got lucky. They got the victory. So we're going to see the B team take on the Leader of Worlds for the Raw Tag Team titles. Will the B stand for broken? Or will the B stands for best tag team champions? We shall see. I like what they're doing with Dallas and Axel. You know what I mean? It's not. I was wondering what they were going to do with them after they got rid of the Miz and tossed him to SmackDown in the Superstar Shakeup and left his Mr. on Raw. I'm happy they're doing something with them. They need a new theme song. Their theme song doesn't concur correctly with their characters, but I like what they're doing with them. They got some momentum. The gimmick is over. So there you go. Also, before I go any further, I need to mention we had David Otunga in commentary tonight. After over a year, Otunga was originally supposed to be on Raw after the Superstar Shakeup last year, but he never got on Raw commentary. Booker T came in, and then Coach came in. So we're probably going to see Otunga commentate on Raw. Over a year after he was supposed to, during the Superstar Shakeup, and started sticking with the pre-shows. So now on to the worst segment of the week. Sami Zayn and Bobby Lashley. This is the feud that needs to die. This needs to die badly. I love Sami Zayn. And he's a good heel here, but this ain't the right move to get Bobby Lashley over. Lashley was so much better in TNA. He was booked better in TNA. And ever since he came back, they haven't given him good material to get the fans to get to support him. They haven't done, creative has done nothing right to get the fans behind Bobby Lashley. What they're doing with this whole stupid feud with Sami Zayn is not how you get him over. Hell, he came out quickest. You know, he shook some hands at the fans. Probably plans. But still, Lashley was so over in TNA. He was booked good in TNA. He was a former TNA champion. But, like I said, he's not booked right now. Like, he's booking Sami Zayn. Like, the match will be good at Money in the Bank. It should be. But the booking and the build for this video is stupid. And this was a stupid segment. Instagram, catfishing, what the fuck? This is a stupid segment. The only good part is the ending. Was that Sammy's like, this Instagram was like, did you really serve for the army? That was the best thing in the entire thing. Is questioning Lashley's alignment to the army. Hopefully they don't do some stupid army gimmick next week and Sammy has all these army guys as women. Instead of women as men, men and women, men as women, women as men. Hope they don't do that shit, but still, that was the only thing that got a reaction was when Sammy, who was from the crowd, instead of his hand injury because he got his hand crushed when he got his handshake from Lashley to agree to their match at Money in the Bank last week. He was selling the hand injury that got crushed. he was saying his stuff in the crowd and wouldn't get in the ring. And Bobby said, "Where are you going?" like 5 times. Like stupid. Like, where are you going? Where are you going? That was kind of stupid too. And then, like I said, the USA Army comment was the only we actually got from the fans, especially the USA fans. Got Lashley all mad, took his little jacket off and his tight-fitting shirt. He's got his tight shirt, got his tight shirt on. Anywho, so that's how we end the segment there. And then we had an interesting interview segment after this with Jinder Mahal being interviewed about his match against Roman Reigns at Money in the Bank. He was talking to Charlie, and they also went to another area of the arena with Roman Reigns being interviewed by Renee Young. And they were both hearing each other, and Roman's like, "You want to talk about me? Jinder, help me say it to my face. I know you're in this arena still. We saw clearly he is. I'm going to find you." And they found each other, got into a big brawl, broke up by security. So, I like the interesting scenario of that backstage promo. Like 2 conflicting interview promos leading up to a backstage brawl. So, I kind of like that. Sort of the blocking there with the 2 conflicting interviews. So, there's that. Now, on to our next scenario, which is a match between 3 women who are in the Money in the Bank ladder match. Weird pairing. A heel and 2 faces. Sasha, Ember Moon, and Alexa Bliss taking on an all-heel team. 3 women who are not in Money in the Bank, but out of those 3 women, one of them should be the MVP of the Gauntlet match last week, Ruby Riott and Riott Squad. I like Sasha and all, but Ruby Riott should have won last week. Anywho, okay little 6-woman tag, kind of a cluster, okay little thing. Some good spots in there with Logan. Logan did like a little elbow punch. That was a cool little stiff shot there. But Bliss kind of blindsided herself in early in the match. No Mickey James, by the way, in ringside. Probably cheering her husband on, getting ready to take on Cody Rhodes at All In. Of course, Nick Aldis, Magnus. But as Bliss was going for a move, she kind of tweaked her leg and went out of the match. Basically, she feigned an injury and made us think, oh, she's the heel here, you know? Because we were questioning this team. It's like a heel and 2 faces. So we saw why we saw the heel. You know, she cowardly got herself out of the match with a fake leg injury. Like a fake arm injury after Backlash. It would leave the 2 other women prone to a handicap match until Bayley made the rescue. She got in and basically single-handedly got tagged in and won the match, even though she was never legally put in the match. That's when the Constable, not Constantinople, Baron Corbin would come into play, as he was watching it backstage with Kurt Angle, saying that these women should not get a legal win because Bayley was not legally in the match. So Kurt Angle reversed the decision, and Bayley was left all alone backstage. Once again, weaving another scene in the long, dragged-out, will this ever have a conclusion, Sasha Bayley story. Because you've seen their little bickering. We haven't seen them bicker in a couple weeks. We haven't seen any new developments in this long, drawn-out feud. Is this ever going to have a payoff or what? We've been seeing this story for so long, and they haven't done anything with it for weeks, and no big payoff in sight. Are they going to do like a really slow burn, have these 2 pay off at SummerSlam? They got to do something quick. You know, with these 2. The story's been great, but it's drawn out so long, and there's no payoff. We're losing interest. So, we got a little bit more interest with Bayley's coming in, causing the match because they would get DQ'd. That's how they would go around it. They would DQ the faces for an inadvertent appearance from Bayley, never leaving the match, and Ruby Riott Squad would win. So, there's that. Adding a little bit more intrigue with the Sasha Bayley feud. Then we see the Big Show come out. We haven't seen Big Show in a few weeks. He would come out with a Special Olympics team from Texas. Being a special needs person with Asperger's syndrome, I fully support the Special Olympics segment. Good segment here from Big Show. Looks good, by the way. He's lost a lot of weight in the last couple of years. For whatever reason, whether he wants to keep in shape or try to get fit for a Shaq match that never happened at WrestleMania a couple years back. We didn't see Shaq in the Battle Royal at 32. So we kind of got the showdown with Show and Shaq, even though it wasn't a puppet match. It was in a Battle Royal, but still. Anywho. So, fun segment there. So, need to mention that I mentioned earlier in the video that next week we're going to get the 4 men from Money in the Bank on the Raw side in a Fatal 4-Way. We're also supposed to get all 4 women on the Raw side in the Money in the Bank ladder match in a Fatal 4-Way as well. Amber, Sasha, and if they can get through their kayfabe injuries, Natalya and Alexa Bliss. See how everything unfolds. But now on to the main event, and our second of the 2 matches involving the men in Money in the Bank in individual matches, Kevin Owens against Finn Balor. Balor wanting revenge on Kevin Owens for interfering in his match against Braun Strowman last week after he was aiming for a second coup de grace and to get a big upset. Good match. Decent little main event. Not the best main event in a while. But hey, a little better than the gauntlet match from last week. Owens looked good early, coming in some big moves. The cannonball. Beating up by Balor a little bit, even on the outside, and winding him down. Balor will come back with his big moves, sling blade, drop kicks, and all that. And would try at least 2 times to do the coup de grace, but we get countered every time. And we had kind of a screwy little finish here. As Owens would drag Balor in a corner, stomping him in a corner, and refusing to break from the referee's count of 5. So that caused disqualification, since Owens would not break the hold. He refused to break the hold at 5. So he just beat up on Balor after that. He pulled out a ladder. Pulled it out, nailed Balor with it, and then set the ladder up, and it looked like Owens was going for a frog splash off the top of the ladder, and he was on the ladder, he was like he was teasing the jump, and they went down a few more pegs, teased it again, but that stalling would give Balor enough time to get back up, knock Owens off the ladder, and would start beating up on Owens, nailing his face against the ladder, delivering a sling blade before, yes, people, ending Raw on a great image. Something we want to see do again in the ladder match itself. Do the coup de grace of the ladder. Another image to end Raw, seeing Finn Balor get back up the ladder and grab the Money in the Bank briefcase. Does this mean he's not winning it? We've seen him and Joe hold the contract in these similar fashions, like mimicking a possible result. Both men climbing the ladder and grabbing the briefcase. Does this mean they're not winning? I hope not. I want one of them to win. I even take Miz winning. But I want to see Balor or Joe win. Or Strowman too. There's so many good people in this match. It's hard for me to choose which one from each side I'm choosing. For Raw, it's either Strowman or Balor. On the SmackDown side, it's either Rusev or Samoa Joe. So, decent ending. Hey, the match itself was good. Screwy ending. But after the match was when it got going. The teasing what's going to happen in Money in the Bank. People being nailed with ladders. People jumping off ladders. People climbing the ladder to get the briefcase. We're going to get all that and then some at the Money in the Bank pay-per-view on June the 17th from Chicago, Illinois. And I cannot wait for TakeOver. Cannot wait for TakeOver Chicago 2. Night before. Aleister Black against Lars Sullivan. I cannot wait for Velveteen Dream against Ricochet. That should be awesome. And Tommaso Ciampa and Johnny Gargano in the Chicago Street Fight. There'll be more weapons used than there was in the unsanctioned match in New Orleans. I heard this was supposed to be a last man standing match. But since they're doing one in the pay-per-view Money in the Bank with Nakamura and AJ, which I hope has a conclusive ending, and if both guys get counted out, what the fuck? Anywho, I hope they don't do that. But my prediction for that match, Ciampa and Gargano, I'm going to do a public predictions video probably in a couple weeks for both NXT TakeOver and Money in the Bank, that Ciampa's going to win and making it a rubber match at TakeOver Brooklyn 4. It'll be like an I Quit match. That's what I think. Ciampa wins. Both guys will get a win over each other. I Quit match. Loser leaves NXT match at Brooklyn 4. That's how I think it's going to end. Now, I've been right on both predictions before. I was one who called Rollins cashing in Money in the Bank at WrestleMania, starting at the Royal Rumble of 2015. So, I may call this too. So, I'm good sometimes in predictions. Mania, I wasn't so good. But, most of the time, I'm good on making some off-air predictions, and sometimes I'm right. So, there you go. That is it for my Raw review. Thank you so much for watching. With that in mind, you've been attacked by the review from Zach. See you next time. Bye-bye.